Greetings everyone and welcome back to Terminus Zombie Survivors. Now, since the last episode, I've had the opportunity to check out their comments, and by and large, there wasn't really a consensus on what options we should take in so far as the exit strategy for this run, but there just wasn't very much interest in going for the helicopter escape. It was mostly people who were interested in either seeing us go to the marina and try to get out, since we're only one book away from that. I will say that I will not aim for this unless we get the third book. If we just happen upon the third book in our travels, then maybe we will actively go to the marina. But trying to hope that we just pick up a book around here and foregoing going to Terminus, that seems like a bit of a mistake, because the only really solid and likely place where I'd get the books is probably a library. So if we happen across it, then I may rejig my plans to head to the marina instead. But quite interestingly, there were more than a few people who were interested in us just trying to gun for as long as we can survive and try and picking up some of those achievements. Now, I've already got one achievement, that is to have lasted 25 days, but I am aware that there is at least an achievement for 100-day survival on the Steam achievements list. Now, that is a very long survival, and it seems quite artificial considering we're this close to Terminus, so we will continue for the time being, I think it's fair to say, to aim for Terminus. But should I pick up the third yacht book, the boating book, then I will probably change tack unless we're literally right on the doorstep of Terminus and head for the marina instead. I'll keep that option open. But for now, we've currently got Aavak over here in his house. It was a fairly solid sleep. We've woken up with 7.9 AP. There is new information on the radio. It is exactly 6 a.m. And Lady Wolfheart down here, very full of AP there. Very, very nice. Also full energy and full morale. Looking very nice down there. Aavak, full energy, full morale, but a little bit low on satiety. So that's something that we're going to want to check out. Now, I think we're going to start off with Lady Wolfheart, actually. In terms of our food, quite close to being ready. I could take out some dirty water and water everything, perhaps. That might not be a terrible move. But one thing I very much want to do is get the fish all cooked up. So that's the first thing that we're going to do with Lady Wolfheart, and then we're going to see how much more energy that we have after that. Sure. Let's go ahead and make that. It's going to cost us 5 AP. Not a cheap thing to make. And then we're immediately going to do the same with the meat stew, I think. Once again, use the pepper. Not going to use the dirty water. Let's get some decent morale out of this if we can. There we go. And these are both going to last for a very, very long time. I'm really happy with that. Right, now we've got to the empty shaker. We can drop that in there. As for the food, we're going to just carry this. I'm thinking that Lady Wolfheart is going to go on a bit of an expedition today, out into possibly the clothing store. We do have enough clothing that I could trade it away, but I would rather come back with a lot more clothing that I can trade off. All right, so we've got a plan of action. Not going fishing today, though. We're going to take care of the farms as the first thing that we do with Lady Wolfheart, and then following that, we are going to start heading out towards the clothing store. That, I think, needs to be our next option. Aavak might actually meet Lady Wolfheart up there, thinking about it. Though the first thing I want Aavak to do is to use this to find out what we have over here. If I can find out a couple of things at once, that would make me happier. It's about there then. Let's see. What have we got? We have got a pharmacy and a house. Is there anything else? There is something else up there, something else down here, 2 things over there. Okay, so there's a couple of other options that we can have a look at. Now, it was pointed out that maybe using these was getting in the way of me wearing other clothing. Duly noted. That is actually a really good suggestion. That may well be the problem that we had, thinking about it. So I'll try and adjust for that. If I make a... If I wanted to cook meat skewer, can I even do that? Yeah, I can with a meat skewer. Yeah, I just need a campfire and a skewer for this one. Alternatively, though, I could just dry the meat. Oh, well, I'd need a pan for that. So, yeah, meat skewer seems like the one we're going to go for then. So, Aavak is going to go ahead and just make a skewer. Let's find that. There we go. We just need a stick for this. Do I have a stick? Yes, I do. I'd rather use that than the plank. There we go. Let's just go ahead and dump all of our AP into this. All right, then. Let's pass some time. There we go. And Aavak can finish that off. Now, do I have a lighter with us? I do. I've also got a couple of other items as well. I'm not going to keep this. This repair kit is going to go on the axe. Let's just get... Oh, my lord, the repair kit can be used several times. Oh, my good lord. Well, that has changed a lot of things. I was wondering, it's like, well, it's only going to give me a tiny bit of durability. That hardly seems worth it, but that is huge. Okay, well, that is definitely awesome. We are going to go ahead and use this gas lighter right away. I would like to prepare the meat skewer right now. There we go. It's going to cost me 2 AP. This is going to be very high morale for Aavak because they're a foodie. Is there anything else that I would like to make here? I could make some milk if I really wanted to, but I don't see much of a reason to turn something that's going to last forever into something that's going to rot relatively soon. The lettuce is obviously rotten, so we're not going to be going with that. Right. Can I condense my bottles a little bit? I can. Right. We definitely want to gobble that down. Didn't need it for the morale, obviously, but I'm happy to have it nevertheless. Okay, so next thing that Aavak is going to do, going to listen to the radio. Let's see what Terminus has to say this morning. If anyone's listening to the broadcast, please come to Terminus. We noticed there were over 10 zombies on the railroad. Okay, where are we looking for that? Railroad down there. Okay, fair enough. So nothing super close by. That's good enough for me. We could use my street map once more before we head out. And I am kind of inclined to. There's one more location over there. I'd like to get it off the map if I could. Let's go ahead, just so I know. Hardware store, actually somewhere I might want to go to, if I'm honest. If we're lucky, I might be able to get this one as well, this 2 over here. Where are you? Right there. We'll have to wait for the next turn for that one. However, we've got some metal scrap, we've got some rags out here. I would like to try and grab those before we leave, so that's going to mean... Well, there's really only one point of egress, and that's down there. Alternatively, I could go out the top and swing round, but I think it's fair to say it would be faster if I just go out this side. So let's just go over to the door. Now, as for Lady Wolfheart, let's see what the damage is outside. Anyone around? Not so far. Now, let's pop on whichever one is the higher quality. Let's pop on both of them. Okay, still not warm enough. Yeah, it's 1.3 at the moment. Should I go back and grab another windbreaker? It's going to get warmer, but being cold will pull down my my health, so yeah, maybe I should then. That's a bit of a pain, but alright. Really wasn't expecting that. Well, in this case, I actually do want the highest quality one. Let's go with the other denim jacket. There we go. Let's pop that on. Already sorted, and let's head back outside. There we go. Right, can't close the door. We'll do that on the next turn. Hello, zombie. Let's hope that you haven't got the moves. Oh, that was a bit risky. Right. Aavak, go ahead and do another search just up here so I can clear these areas off my map. Let's try and get it for as cheap as we can. 7.5 seems to be the best we're going to do. A fire station. Okay, that's actually very nice. And there is no connection to Terminus around that side. There is a possible connection to Terminus on this side, but I'm not going to try and use the book to get that one. I'll actually wait until we take another move outside there. I don't think we need to rush that one. Right, do we have enough weapons? Oh, we do. Sure. Let's deal with you then. You've got 2.6. Let's go for... Wow, may as well get through this. Oh, wow. That was a solid blow there. Very nicely done. Let's grab a little bit of everything and get to cleaning up the garden then. We want these tomatoes. These are going to be huge for us, apparently. How much does it cost me to water it, though? Let's find out. So, the plastic bottle of dirty water. All 24 of it. Water, it really does use a lot of water. Wow. Can I keep going? Sufficient. Very well. And that is the last of the dirty water. Realistically, I don't think watering these gardens is going to make sense in the long run. I really don't. That used up so much of our water supplies just to get that done. If we had the park right next to us, maybe that would be worth it then. But as it stands, I'm going to have to say a big nope. There's no way we could do all of this, especially once we extend the gardens. But on that note, I think the next thing that Lady Wolfheart's going to do is going to grab the rake and grab all of the remaining bottles, and we will head out towards the park, fill up the water, possibly on the way back for that though, as we don't strictly want to be using up all of our AP just carrying around massive empty collections of empty bottles just for gathering all of the dirty water. That's more something to do with the car, I think, but when needs must. I want to get this food up to Aavak, and we can have Lady Wolfheart and Aavak just kind of exchange inventories and bring some stuff down. So Aavak, for example, could make some more spears for Lady Wolfheart, which I think is a reasonable idea there. But if we have spare AP, not that I am really expecting us to, I can do a little bit more gardening. Well, actually, with the rake only at 23 condition, I'll garden here rather than at the park, I think. I think that makes a bit more sense. Okay, so it's already 9. We've got 10 hours before nightfall, and Lady Wolfheart has a bit of ground to cover. It's costing only 1.25 AP to move around, though, which is good. And I think I might even have Aavak hand off the backpack. Right, this is not the best place for us to be certain. Also don't want to be cold at the end of the night, so let's throw on some better defense. I am over encumbered again. Let's take those gloves off, don't need those. What is the best return on temperature? I think that would be the sweater here. Sure, let's pop that on then. Okay, not terribly bad. Now, as for you, Milado, you've got a lot of AP on your head there. I could use my pistol. I could use the axe at this point. I don't have a spear, so I can't do a diagonal attack, sadly. Where can you reach? You wouldn't be able to reach on this side. I'm going to close that door. I'm going to walk up here. Hopefully there's nothing else on this side. Good, good, good. Right, now then. I can go with the axe for a 25 extra on headshots, which we're going to need to get through this armor. There we go, you are down. What do you drop? A holographic sight. Wow, okay. Kind of like that, not going to lie. Right, either way, we're going to be going in this direction. I'm not heading up to the pharmacy for now. Can I use that on the pistol? I could, but I'd take off the laser sight. Holographic sight gives just better accuracy, so I'm going to say that's not the best thing for us, realistically speaking. Aavak would benefit more from the tools as he has. Alright, time to get Lady Wolfheart up to the park and have Aavak clear up the zombies from around here. We always want to empty out the area of zombies when we're on the move, just so that we don't have to deal with them when we come back this way. Now, I don't have anything else for going for your brain box, but this will do for now. Womp. There we are. And we got another knife. Honestly, getting the ability to get extra stuff from zombies is such a huge win. I just need Aavak to be better at combat. Okay, Aavak has discovered the house. Very few AP remaining, but that should be fine. We've also got the debris down here. We've got the relief supplies as well. Now, what I would love to do is, if we can, clear up these debris, the debris here. That would be huge for us, as I don't think it makes sense that Aavak is going to be able to get over to the clothing store at this point, which does kind of suck a little bit. Lady Wolfheart is at least at the park. Now, I'm not sure how much this is going to cost us in AP to try and clear this out in one go, but I am somewhat tempted to find out. Let's wander up and hope that Lady Wolfheart doesn't encounter anything too dangerous on the way. Looks like nothing, okay. So, clearing the debris. If I were to use all of this, I would only remove 1.7. Wow, okay, but your strength is helping. Actually, this isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. I will wait until Lady Wolfheart has some more points, but we are going to try and clear the debris by hand, I think. Makes sense so that in the future we can easily get up here, and also it would allow Aavak to just move up here very, very easily. I want to get rid of whatever zombie was over here though. That is a high priority for me, so let's just go up there. Oh, that is unfortunate. Well, actually, no, it's not. This shouldn't be too bad. 2.4 and a 2.7 is 1 to the brain box. Well, it's very... of course, we rolled the lowest possible. Right, goodbye, screwdriver. There we go. That's reduced my encumbrance a little bit. And you know what? We're going to go with the axe. Just make sure that you go down. There we go. Because I didn't have much AP left over if I didn't finish that job off there. But that's remove 2. I'm going to have Aavak clear this area whilst Lady Wolfheart down here starts clearing the debris. So max AP. This will remove it quite quickly, actually. So sure. Let's just get in there. Right. Only 3.9 debris left. One more full turn. And we will actually be able to have Lady Wolfheart make her way up. I could grab some more water. We'll do it on the way back, because currently Lady Wolfheart isn't having to carry around nearly as much gubbins with the empty water at present. Now, I really don't want to have to use up all my AP moving all of this stuff around, so instead... I'm not even going to pick up the kitchen knife. This is purely to kill the zombies right now. Oh, there's a lot down there. Can you reach me down there? No. You could. If I move over there and kill you, the two of you... well, actually, there's only one there. I'm going to have to be bouncing back and forth, unfortunately. You know what? We're going to do it this way. I'm going to take you out. I would like to use the bat there. Cigarette that I can give to Lady Wolfheart. I'm going to let Aavak hold this tile, as this zombie is going to come up to me. It means I can kill them and then move down here to take care of you. Also possibly pick up the cardigan on the way. And that'll just a little bit better use of my AP, I feel. As for Lady Wolfheart, we will get this almost all the way down. There we go. And there's only 1.5, so the next turn we'll be able to sort that out. But Lady Wolfheart is getting quite hungry now, so I'm going to have Lady Wolfheart eat the entirety of this fresh meat stew. I think you've earned it. Go ahead and gobble that down. Also, while we're here, have a good old swig of clean water. There we are. Not looking too bad now. Morale I could top up even further, but I don't see really there being any big reason for me to do that. So we're just going to allow this one zombie to make its way. A lot of the combat in this game is... Oh man, if I only had a spear, I'd be able to just finish him off. A lot of the combat in this game, I feel, is very board gamey. It's quite strategic, more so than in games like Cataclysm by a fair old ways. Yeah, let's take that out. There we go. May as well pick this up off the floor while I'm here. The door right there is open. I should be able to get in without any further difficulty. Hello. One zombie that I don't want to leave alive, so let's just deal with you. There we are. Now, I still don't know what outside is like. Wow, that was a sneeze. I am apparently allergic to killing zombies. Well, it's quite a bad allergy to have in the zombie apocalypse, I will confess. Not the greatest. Aavak, go ahead and have a good old drink there. There we are. I could have actually taken the hydration from the vitamin drink. Might have been a good one, since that would give me a little bit more energy to play with as well. But this is fine for now. What I could do while I'm in here with the remaining AP is I could start making a new spear. I really like the spears. The fact that I can reach around diagonals, that's huge. Oh, I should have put the gloves on. What a silly sausage. Oh well. We'll wait until next turn. Let's see if I can't finish this off. Yes, we can. There we go. The path is clear. That is absolutely huge. I'm going to use the remaining AP. Just get over here, pick these up. Since I could hand those over to Aavak on the next turn. That actually works out quite well for us, ultimately. Yeah, I'm fairly happy with that turn in particular. Hello there. Really? You didn't see me? Okay, I'm kind of surprised by that one, not going to lie. We don't have very much longer to move. I'm going to keep Aavak where they are. Lady Wolfheart, let's move up here. It would leave you with 3. That's fine, because Lady Wolfheart can always use her dodge ability. Ooh, here we are. Pathfinder or Familiar Hunger. Ooh. Reducing your satiety drop is nice. Reducing the cost for you to move to places is even better, though. You're doing a lot of walking around, so I think it has to be Pathfinder. You've now got Pathfinder up to level 4. You've got one more level, and at that point, going to places you've already been is... only 50%, much the same as Aavak's Ariadne's thread. But going to new places is only going to be 50% the AP. Oh my lord, would this Would having both of those skills mean that you could travel to a place you've already been for free? Surely not. That couldn't be balanced, but at the same time, I am desperately interested in finding out. That is huge. That is absolutely huge. Right, Aavak, let's get in here. Let's deal with them. We do not need this axe for that. In fact, can I use the knife here? Will do good enough job. Is there anyone else in this room that I need to be aware of? No, there is not. Okay, we'll pick that up. And I will finish... Again, I should have put the gloves on. We don't have a couch here, sadly. We do have a desk, though. Alright, well, Aavak could do a little bit of reading. Got a lot of gubbins around the place. Maybe considering how close it is to sunset. Yeah, Lady Wolfheart can pop in. We could even have Lady Wolfheart go up this way, just to be doubly sure that there's nothing terrible there, because Aavak can always open the door for her. Likewise, Aavak could probably get to this door and open it for her, so she could pick up the relief supplies too. That is not a bad plan, actually, all things said and done. I really didn't expect to get them back together as simply as this, like permanently back together, but I like it. Right, we're going to save a lot of AP just getting over here. Let's go ahead and grab this stone. May as well start collecting things while I'm here, you know. I'd save a lot of AP getting over there, but let's just go the 3.7 to get here, then the relief supplies. Then we will head on in. Right. Vitamins, antibiotics, bandage, canned meals, canned beans, clean water, medicine, crackers, and rice. Again, a pretty good selection. Right, as for Aavak, need you to use the lion's share of your AP. I kind of need you to open the door, and then we just need to hope that no zombies can see us. There, door open. Let's use some to get down here, cover this up. Let's get you in, close the door. Can you make it over here as well and cover this up? You can. Fantastic. You've got a makeshift pillow. Well, alright. I greatly approve. Condition is super low, though. We're going to want to fix that, I would say. Aavak can now drink the vitamin drink. May as well. Got one more window to cover up. That's okay. We can do that. And then, as long as we don't go into this room, there's no chance that anything's going to see us. There's a small chance that something might spot us as we cover this up, but it's fairly small chance ultimately. So I'm not too terribly worried about it. Let's go ahead and just cover that. There we go. Right. Well, given that then, we may as well start exploring this place properly. You've got a sweater and a beer. Okay. Not bad at all. Let's head on down here and check this place out as well. You've got a book on crude arrows, rat traps, and flashlights. Let's grab that. Aavak can next move up here. Check this out. Canned corn and a new fire axe. Okay, that's really good. Let's go ahead and exchange some items here. Okay, with that done, Lady Wolfheart is going to continue searching around the place, but I'm actually going to have Aavak start to finish reading the book he was looking at. Wow, we've also found a blanket. This is actually kind of amazing. Lady Wolfheart has now got an entire spare set of sleeping items. Now, if I recall, we do have a quest for 2 bedding that'll give us 5 fuel. Once we're ready to leave for Terminus, it makes no sense for us not to take that because it's going to give us, 5 trust, which would in turn give us enough to get a fuel can. It makes sense for us to go for that when we're about ready to move. But for now, I think this should be okay. Also, Aavak took the fish meal, which I'm now going to divide into 2. Satiety is way too high. Let's continue dividing that then. Let's break that down a lot. Satiety now of 6.1. That's a lot better. Hydration of 2.7. I will wait on that, but I've given all of the canned meals to Lady Wolfheart instead. That makes a bit more sense for me. Right, let's continue reading this book. We should be through it probably next turn if we're super lucky. As for Lady Wolfheart, going to collect more of the items around here. There's also a map there. Let's go ahead and read. I didn't find any new places. Ooh, didn't even know that was possible. I kind of assumed that the map would always show you something. A new fanny pack, windbreaker. We've definitely got enough clothes at this point that we could hand this in just based on the lowest quality items that we have. And I think we might end up doing that if I'm honest. Now, there is a small chance that going out here is going to reveal something, which isn't the best. So I'm going to wait an extra turn to have full AP to get in there and cover that up, and also deal with anything that might want to come through that door. Alright, let's see what we've got. Okay, next turn we'll be able to finish that off. And at this point, Aavak can definitely afford to have the satiety there and top that back up. Right, Lady Wolfheart, your first quest, just go and cover this window up. There we go. Now, obviously, if we'd had Aavak do that, Aavak would have also been able to see just outside the window, just in case. But we're not going to worry too much about that one for now. It would only have been a single tile. Ooh, some more rotten food. And some more clean water. Okay, well, that's actually kind of nice, because I want to top that bottle up. There we go. Almost full. And on that note, I'm going to empty it a little bit as well. Right. Do you have gloves strong enough to handle this? You do. You do. And Aavak doesn't anymore, so we're definitely going to use you for that one. Right, let's pop the gloves on. Let's finish this spear. There we go. The kitchen knife was broken. Sad to say, but that's okay. We do now have a spare spear, and that's an important one. Let's use whatever leftover AP we have to get that red. And I think, honestly, let's just read the novel. There we go. The novel is not doing much for us at all now. It's like 0.1 per AP, which is a really, really bad return for investment. So this is a novel that Aavak has read complete. I wish the novels had some sort of, even like procedurally generated title. Like you know, like Dwarf Fortress levels of procedural generation. Just have a bunch of words and just let it just pull the words together. Don't worry that it makes too much sense. I know obviously Dwarf Fortress procedural generation does try to make something that makes a little bit of sense, but you know, we've all played that game. We know how weirdly awry that can go sometimes. But so I would know which novels I've read and which I haven't without having to hover over and see what I would get back from it. But oh well, let's pop those on, since that doesn't seem to impact our encumbrance too much in the end, which is quite nice to see. Right, with that then, I think I will bring Aavak in here as soon as I'm able, and we'll have them go to sleep in that room. It's the smallest room, and also having both of them wake up from any banging on the doors makes me feel a little bit better. With that being said, actually, you know what? No, maybe we'll sleep in the room that we're currently in. Let's pop those gloves on. Let's search. Yeah, it's going to ruin the gloves a bit, but we've got another MP3 player, which is none too bad, especially for Lady Wolfheart, who is a particular fan of music. Okay, we can easily duck down in here, and the reason why I'm going to do that is we will have the most option for where we go then. I think we are going to go to the clothing store, so ultimately we need to get down there, but we are going to pick up a lot of items along this route. Maybe Lady Wolfheart will go down through this direction, but I'm also going to close the door just because I feel that it makes more sense to do. Right, let's pop on an extra cardigan. There we go. And I think at this stage, we're more or less ready to just go to sleep. I'll hand over the items here. Do both of these have charge? No. No, sadly, they don't. Also, does this need to be topped up? No, it doesn't. This axe does, though, so I will just use that on that. There we go. And I'll do it again. Now, is there anything else I really want to top up? No, that's in fairly good condition. The gun doesn't have condition that we need to worry about. The crowbar, though, sure, we'll top up the crowbar. And do we want to do it again? No. No, that would take it a little bit too far. The fire axe here, sure, there we go, to 59%. All right, I'm fairly happy with this this spread of items here. I would love to get that fixed. I just think the lanterns, whilst they use a lot of charge, 4 tiles of brightness is pretty impressive and very, very much welcomed. I will definitely take all of these, though. There is a cigarette outside that we're going to want to pass over to Lady Wolfheart, but we will do that in a little bit. As for Aavak and Lady Wolfheart, though, energy is both low, and their morale as well. So I think it's actually time for them to both just tuck down for sleep. All right, until energy is fully restored. And you do the same. Make sure that you've got both of these active. There we are. No longer need that active. And go to sleep. Okay. This is positively cozy. Well, you don't see this very often. I can pick up 3 separate locations for 10.5 AP. I think so, yes. Let's go ahead and do that. There we are. We've got the tunnel. So there was a tunnel there. Railroad house. Is there anything around here? No. So this dangerous place is actually very far from this location. That is very good to know. I'm going to need a solid bit more AP in order to check out that location, but it's one of the last ones that we really care about. If this has a connection to Terminus, then that'll be the route that we would need to take the vehicle along, I would imagine. We'll see. But Lady Wolfheart is still asleep. Aavak woke up an hour earlier. Oh, is Lady Wolfheart still asleep? No, there we go. Lady Wolfheart finally woke up. There we are. Perfect. Right, you go ahead, pop that on. Get rid of that cold effect. Aavak is going to use this book one more time. I want to know what's over here. Let's try and do it for as cheap as we can, though. 12 AP. And there is a direct connection. Okay. This becomes so much more doable now. I think, then, we might go to grab the relief supplies, but the clothing is going to get... 4 items of clothing will get us 7 trust at the fortified house, and 2 items of bedding will give us 5. I believe it was 4 trust per can of fuel, and I think with that we would be able to drive, because each can was like 5 fuel, wasn't it? That's how many stops. If we can go through the tunnel, it'll be 1, 2, 3. Oh, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and if we can't, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's only 1 extra tile ultimately. Well, I think it's fair to say we could end it there. Okay, well, given that, I don't see too much reason for us to stay up here for much longer. Aavak, you go ahead and move over here. You're doing okay with satiety, you're doing okay with hydration. How about you, Lady Wolfheart? You could do with a top-up. Let's go ahead and drink to full hydration, and then... Would you like some crackers? I'll give you 6 satiety. That'll work. Okay. You've got a lot of items. Like, we already have enough space here. As is, to get everything done that we want. I could have you learn leg strike. If I were to have you stand here and quickly do that learning before we head out, then it would probably be done by the time we leave. But I don't think we're going to do that. I am still going to go ahead with the original plan. We're going to grab all of these items and head out to the clothing area. Lady Wolfheart will head back to the park at that point. I might want Lady Wolfheart to go and grab the cigarette, but honestly, she doesn't need it for her current level of morale. So I don't think that's going to be necessary. Now, going out into the dark, always a bit of a risky move. So we're going to want to err toward the side of caution. Also, those should not be equipped right now. That being said, no, we will. Aavak wants to make another spear. Oh, I should have really given Lady Wolfheart a spare spear, shouldn't I? Damn. Okay, well, Lady Wolfheart definitely isn't leaving then, as I really want to make sure that she has some spare tools with her. I could chop up some of the furniture here, actually. Sure, go ahead and break this with the fire axe. No, the regular axe, I think. The fire axe is a bit more of a rare item. Yeah, Lady Wolfheart, quickly demolish some of these items for us. That way, Aavak can make even more spears for us moving forward. Sure. We can do this and then head on to Aavak. This helps us also use up this little bit of time we've got before daybreak. Okay, daytime is here, and Aavak is just about to finish off the second spear. There we go. All right, we can hand these over then. You can have... Well, Lady Wolfheart actually already has 2, but we can go with 3 each then. I think that works out. Right, now Aavak doesn't have a lot of AP, so things have kind of moved around a little bit, but that should be okay. I'll have Aavak listen to the radio. There are people alive, please come here. Grocery store, house, railroad, and clothing store are places around the terminus. Alright, does that actually open anything else up for us? Kind of. Not really, actually. We more or less know most of this place, but I think it's added in a few other little bits down here. We've almost completely cleared out the map. I'm not really sure if that's much of an achievement, but I kind of like it all the same. Right, we are going to want some pretty warm clothing on. So let's pop this on high condition, so very, very warm. And we'll also pop on the leather gloves too for what we're about to start doing. Right, Lady Wolfheart, head out. Let me know if you see anything. Yep, you do. That's fine. We also need a little bit more on in terms of clothing. Do we want the denim jackets? I think there is a possibility. No, we'll pop on the cardigan. Oh, wow, we're still cold. Alright, I guess we are going to have the denim jacket on then. Right, I can just move up here and smack you with a spear now that I've got another one. Oh, nice hit. Actually, very nice hit. I'm going to leave that knife there for Aavak to pick up. I think that makes sense. And just in case something wanders along, let's not be too silly with that. We're going to pass a turn, allow them to recover their AP as much as they're able to. Now, Aavak already has bunches of clothing. I don't need him to carry more right now. Oh, hi. That was not quite where I wanted to be, I'm not going to lie. Right, going to have to use up the AP to move down here and deal with you. We want something that's going to be able to take your head off nice and fast, and that's going to be the fire axe. And again, nice work. Do we want to deal with... Yeah, it's another tough zombie. Aavak can pick... Well, how far can you move? You can even get down to me no matter where I go, so... Yeah, we do need to just come up here and take you out in... Wow, one hit. Not actually what I was expecting. Not going to lie. That was very impressive indeed. Right, Aavak, let's go. Need to get you some warm clothes, Malado. So let's pop on 2.3 there. Very nice. I'm still encumbered. Wow. It's only giving me 1.5. That's only giving me 1.7, so I'm going to have to switch these around. Take those off. Wow, we're still cold. That sucks a bit, honestly. Let me just see. Yeah, no, those don't affect the encumbrance. Sadly. I'll take them off. I do need to repair that before I do anything else. But that ultra sucks. Well, if you can't head down there, I would like you to make a new wooden needle, if possible. The encumbrance effects of doing that are kind of sucky, but oh well. We'll get it most of the way done, even if it's not perfectly efficient. Right, there we go. Aavak, head on down, grab this. Finish that off. There we go. And you can't quite make the rest of the way, which is a shame. Is there much I want Lady Wolfheart to hand over at this point? I actually don't think there is. No, I'm just going to carry those back with us. Nothing else we really need to hand over here. Right, top up your satiety, if you, sorry, your hydration rather. And honestly, Aavak should do the same. Mostly by eating though. There we go. I'll keep you going for quite some time. There are more relief supplies over there, so I could have Aavak go in that direction if we really want to. Might not be a bad plan, actually. Right. Aavak, can you make the way all the way down there? Yes, you can. And what's more, you've got the better observation, so you'll easily be able to see any enemies whilst doing it. Yeah, that worked. Okay, as for Lady Wolfheart then, let's grab you. And we would still have plenty of AP to turn on our dodge mode if we needed it. Alright, we're going to part ways here. Lady Wolfheart is going to head back and probably start doing a bit of trading. Oh, I meant to pick that up. What a silly sausage I am. I went there specifically and chopped it up, and I only just noticed that I didn't grab it. Oh well. Alright, Aavak, let's head through. We will have 8.5. That's more than enough for us to be able to handle any zombies we see here. You're fine. I would like to wander over here. Let you come in. You won't be able to reach me, so that's alright. For the time being, this is safe. I can just finish you off, though. And I see no reason not to. There we are. I could also move down here. You won't see me yet, though. There's a possibility something might come out from there. Can I pop on? No. I'm going to say it's more important for me to have that armor on right now. And we're actually warming up, thinking about it. So, yeah, only just, though, but we are warming. You're a little bit over warm now, so I can afford to pull something off. Whatever is the lowest condition, realistically. Pull that off for now. I can probably also pull this one off, actually, as well. May as well. Right, well, with that then, let's head on down. We've got 17 AP to use. That's actually a huge amount. We're going to want to head to the electronics shop. I could make the entire walk with most of my AP left, but let's not do that right now. Instead, let's make most of the way there. And hopefully not uncover any zombies. Yeah, good. I'll wait to start filling the water until next turn, though. You gonna spy me? No, sadly. It's a bit annoying, but alright. Well, in that case, do you spot me now? Yes, you do. Perfect. And you got a friend over there. I would have enough to deal with both of you, but not another one. So let's just hope that we don't see another one. I'm going to use the axe here to ensure a kill. Nice and fast. There. Oh, wait. Wrong weapon type, of course. That's fine. 1, 2. Job's a good one. We'll be able to suffer one attack here. That isn't too much of a concern. As for Lady Wolfheart, I would like you to collect dirty water. Fill all bottles, as much as you're able to with the AP you've got. Okay, we've actually still got so many bottles left. Oh my good lord. Lady Wolfheart isn't going to get drunk off this, so I'm just going to have you drink this beer as well. I might as well clear the way. You're now well hydrated. Do I want to give you any other snacks while we're here? No. I think we can bring this back with us and we'll cook once we get home. I see no reason to do that right now. Are the bags okay? Yes, actually, the bags are in a pretty good state of repair. Let's hope no zombie just wanders up here and spies Aavak, ideally. Nope, no zombies. Okay, good. Right, we've got a window down here. Got a window there. I'm going to move all the way to this window because we'll get the benefit of seeing through all of them. We've got a helmet zombie that somehow hasn't noticed me, but I can see another zombie in there as well. Got a zombie down here. Standing here is not good, ultimately. Moving back would be the better option. I would like to remove you. You wouldn't be able to hurt me if I was stood here, so let's just pull back. I'm at least safe in this position. Alright, let's finish collecting. Oh my good lord, so many bottles to fill. And we're done filling bottles. We are hopelessly over-encumbered, though still, Lady Wolfheart's extra strength still means we haven't crossed the threshold into 2 AP yet, which is kind of impressive just by itself. Right, now there is a chance that this zombie is going to wander up to us. I'd like to remove you, if I can. You've got narrow vision. You haven't actually seen me yet, so maybe I should just go in there and deal with you directly. That might be the better option. Instead, I'm going to try and walk as far as I can, see as many things as I can. That's a duffel bag. Oh, okay. That is actually really, really impressive. I'm going to grab these then. The fact that that helmet zombie is so blinded by their helmet is huge for us. Okay. We're not cold. There's no particular effect going on right now. I think I might just take the antidepressants, though. We want to keep the strength low. But we do need a pick-me-up, I think. We haven't got much more food to use to that end. And it's not going to give us that much anyway. I think we're going to go for this. There's the last 6 hours of 1.5 increase. Now, I don't want to take anything. The strength of the drugs that you're under the effect of is what largely impacts whether you're going to develop migraines or any other kind of stress malady from that. We need to go to the electronics store. I could always go to the grocery store, but that isn't really a big focus for me right now. Right, it is getting on in the day really, really quickly. The fact that we've still got so much AP after that move is huge. Let's head on down here. We should be completely safe. Indeed we are. Right, as for Aavak, going to collect the stone, going to collect the duffel bag. That is going to be a huge improvement for us, I should imagine. Let's grab you. Oh, condition is so low, though. But the weight reduction is 45 and the capacity is 45. It's got the same weight reduction as a sling bag. Where would I wear it? Put it on... it doesn't tell me where I could. I'll just take that off just so I can see. It's a shoulder bag. So yeah, it would take the place of one of the sling bags. Or the tote bag, for example. If it were repaired. Dare I quickly mend this? Let's just get its condition up a little bit. That'll do. I'd rather go for the higher quality here. Oh. Interesting. Became over encumbered from that. Huh. But that is going to have had a... well, actually, looking at this, the school bag is carrying nothing now. Huh. Well, we could stop using the fanny packs, I suppose. Now that we've got this, just take those off. Yeah, the duffel bag is just carrying more and more and more. I could get away with not having the sling bag. Quite easily get away with not having... In fact, this duffel bag by itself. Now, the encumbrance is 1.6. If I took both of these off, that duffel bag is doing the entire job by itself. And we have dropped our encumbrance enormously from just having one good bag. Alright, I am very much on board with this. That's a huge improvement. Okay. And we've basically stored all of these inside the duffel bag, it seems. Now, I did burn through all of my AP to do that, which, you know, there's risks that I have taken in order to make that happen. Still, I'm pretty happy with the end result. Right, what do we see down here? Oh, Lord. Okay, both of you can see me. Both of you can get to me. If I move over here, less so. If I move down here, that'll cost me 1.8. I can probably finish you. If I move to the other side of you, it's going to be even better, but I don't know what's down there. Ooh. Let's err on the side of caution. Let's pull back. Taking risks now? Why? Why would I even bother? There's no reason to. That would take up most of my AP, so let's not do that. Let's instead go over here. We'll get a view of anything around this area. Oh, hi. Well, wasn't expecting that. Not going to lie. How much AP have I got? I've got 4. That's fine. We'll be able to take you out with the spear then. Okay, well that was a bit risky, but also still okay with it. At this stage, I can gobble down the last of that food. A little bit of a top-up to my morale as well. Not terribly bad. Let's see how they move. Who's going to make their way up to me first? It'll be you. That is perfectly fine. The other one didn't walk far enough to see me again, so it didn't know where to go next. We're going to immediately go for the Fireman Axe. There we are. 10.2 to 12.5. Very solid hit. Can I finish you with this? Yes. Base damage will finish the job. So that was very nicely done. And let's move in. It's a shame that you decided to stand right on this tile, though. That kind of sucks. There we go. Do I have enough AP to finish this off? Yes, I do. So we're going to use this. And then... Do I have a screwdriver? I do not. That makes me sad. Shall I kill you with an umbrella? Just for the giggles of it? Take that. Soldier zombie killed by an umbrella. How embarrassing. Right. I didn't notice any other sounds around here, so I'm going to assume we're safe. It's a big assumption. But let's just hope. It was a big assumption. Right. Let's head in. I've got a lot of doors to close. This one's first. I want to find the other zombie. It may be down here. It's going to take me 4.8. I can easily make this move. Let's do it. Where are you? There you are. Perfect. Right. Want to take your head off if I can? Wow. Okay. There we go. Job's a good one. Let's close the window. Cover it up. May as well pick these up while I'm here. And now we go around each tile trying to cover the windows. Got another 2 that I need to get to. That's okay. I'm not going to bother searching until I've covered all the windows. I'm not sure I can do anything about the glass door, but that's alright. I'll just quickly gather what I can from in here, and then we'll go into that other room. As for Lady Wolfheart... Look, don't leave enemies behind you. I feel that particular... Oh, how would I describe it? That personal rule has set me in good stead through almost my entire gaming career. Never leave an enemy layer in your wake. You're just leaving problems for future you to deal with. And like, while that's funny to do most of the time, it's like, that's future me's problem. When it comes to enemies and things that can kill you, no. There we go. And job's a good one. All right. Now, in one turn, it's nighttime. And I don't know whether that door is going to be visible to anyone else. Not super happy about this. Definitely not going to waste this on this corpse. I'm going to go over there, going to grab that. We'll come back to that last before we leave, I think. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, now as for Lady Wolfheart, how much would it cost us to move down there? Only 7.2. Leave me with 2 AP. It's enough for me to trigger my dodge. Oh. Why is there a dead rabbit there? A dead rabbit just on the side there tells me there's a zombie. Okay. That's not what I wanted to see coming back through here. Okay, it's not what I wanted to see, but it is what I saw. So we're just going to have to deal with this. Alright, pass the turn. Now the way we're going to deal with it is we're immediately going to turn on the torch. And we're going to try and get down to the rabbit. Are we going to encounter a zombie on the way? No. Huh. Okay. Rotten in 3 days. Can I afford this? Yes. Okay. Grab that. Pick you up as well. I will reset it. Next turn. Alright, that's actually pretty massive. I could gather some more food, but I could also do that on the morrow. Yeah, we'll do that tomorrow. I don't think we're going to do that tonight. It is now nighttime, though, and it is possible that something might be able to see me through there. So let's just hope that they don't. Aavak is now going to spend the night looting everything that he can come across. Actually, I will have him spend a little bit of time repairing these gloves. In fact, spend all of his remaining AP on that. Yeah, we'll take that up enough that I can loot this body, and we'll do everything as we go around this room. I don't want to have to cross that room too much because there may be line of sight. I've not really noticed enough. I'll be honest, I haven't been paying attention to how it calculates a line of sight. It's possible that nothing could see beyond these two tiles, but it's also possible that there is a position over here that would allow a line of sight down in this direction. So I don't want to cross the midpoint of the room until I have to. So I'm going to scavenge everything I can on this side, and then we'll do that. Alright. No zombies. Good enough for me. Let's redeploy the traps. Yeah, these have been doing fantastically well. And redeploy this trap. And then get ourselves back indoors. Alright. Lady Wolfheart has carried a mountain of gear with her. She desperately needs to sleep. Desperately needs some food. We'll see what we can cook. But for now, going to assume... Oh, I always try right-clicking with that. For now, just going to aim to get something simple that's gonna last her for the night. Not going for anything too extravagant at this stage. Which of you's giving me the best? Honestly, it's because of the high condition of this one, it's giving me massive amounts. So I could shed the jacket. I will, but I'm also going to put on something else, though. Have I got anything else really high? Yeah, sure. We'll pop that on, because it is going to get cold tonight. That's just the way that's going to be. Okay. We're only on 1.5 AP because we've pulled down so much of our encumbrance. Is that encumbering? That is also encumbering me. Sure. Pull that down even further. Are these encumbering me in the slightest bit? No. No, they are not. Okay. Works for me. Now, those gloves... They're now at 74, so they'll be able to survive searching a cadaver. Okay, Lady Wolfheart has dropped off most of the food and the gear, but I do need to eat something. And so I'm not going to have them just like, eat raw ramen. I refuse. They can have a canned meal. 16 satiety, you have definitely earned that. As for the rest of the food, though, I'm going to drop any food items on the floor along with the drink items for now on. We'll just have like basically a cook pile just outside, and that includes the rotten food, just outside of the wardrobe, because honestly I'm starting to get to the point where I can barely fit anything else in there. It's becoming a real problem, I'm not going to lie. As for over here, we can store off any guides that I've got. The guidebook for guns, the guidebook for grocery stores, don't need those. This novel... Again, it looks like each novel is unique. They are being tracked. I just don't see, unless I hover over them, which one's good to read, which one isn't good to read, which is a bit of a problem, really. Now, these are rotten in 3 days, so I will deal with them when the time comes. We'll store the map there as well. Other than that, we're going to move on down here and drop off more books. Now, what book are we reading presently? It is, of course... the health book. That is the one that we need to get through. I think I've read most of the others. Yes, already read that one. On strength. Don't need to read any combat or agility books with Lady Wolfheart. They already know it all. They did actually read that one on combat, interestingly enough. What skills do we have? I think we're going to probably go for the bargaining one after this. Unless... Yeah, there's leg strike, so it's going to be bargaining, I think, following that. We're not going to read these unless I actually have the entire set. There's no point. Alright, as for Aavak, however, now that you have finished repairing these, just pop them on. Let's quickly search. I'll drop a decent amount. Wow! If you ever wonder if it's worth searching these bodies, if you ever wonder, like, you know... is it really worth the time it takes to repair the gloves after? Yes. Yes, the answer is yes. 12 bullets. That is bonkers. We've now up to 31 bullets. Aavak could clear half... well, in the daytime, could clear like half a map tile with a full top of AP. That is, I can only assume, going to come in very handy later on. As for that, though, let's continue the search of this place. See what else we can turn up. Some more clothing there, obviously. I mean, you know, this is a clothing store, but this is definitely going to give us the option now of doing some trading. If I can get in there as well, there's a good chance we're going to find quite a lot of stuff inside. But as for Lady Wolfheart, you can assume the Lady Wolfheart is going to just be working her way through these books until it comes to night time. There we go. We're almost done on the health book. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Oh, actually, thinking about it, probably should use something to top up her morale for now. Sure, we're going to read through this this novel, get the morale all the way up, and then we're going to start working on these books again. It is now daytime, and Aavak has a little bit more sleep before he's going to get... Actually, maybe only 1 or 2 more turns. But look at what I discovered here. This is a tailoring workbench. Doing any kind of clothing work here is 50% faster. We're getting 50% more work done per AP spent. It is huge. So Aavak took the chance, after searching this whole place, to repair his pillow before he went to sleep. But let me... well, actually, I'm going to have to wait for him to wake up before I can show you what he found. Lady Wolfheart, though, got most of the way through her book. She did, in fact, learn the health book and is making progress now on the latest skill book, the leg hit skill book. They are cold, though, so let's go ahead and warm them up a little bit with a... Well, you know what? Those aren't too terribly bad. to put on, but I'll put on the sweater for the time being. Now, we've got a bit of cooking to do with Lady Wolfheart before Aavak gets up, but let's head over here. The first thing we're going to need to do is, let me just make sure this knife is up to the top. Ooh, it's possibly not, so I'm going to need to get another one out of here. Let's go for value. Again, go for the lowest one. Let them break down so that we've got them, got less of them clogging up the inventory, because it is getting quite clogged up at this point. We'll take this combat knife there. Aavak actually finds them reasonably often, which is a nice one. Right, so with that done, let's go ahead and butcher these carcasses. So it's going to cost me 1 AP here. We're going to use the kitchen knife for that. And another AP there, and finally here as well. Right, okay, so with all of that done, we now have quite a lot of meat, all things considered. I would like to pick up a lot of the gubbins over here, because we're going to have be able to do a lot of things with all of these canned goods. Grab the dirty water, of course, as a priority, but let's not neglect the regular water as well. There we go, that'll do. Obviously, I'm not going to cook that. All right, let's have a quick check of what we can make it. Oh, I do not have a lighter for some reason. My bad. Let me just quickly grab that. Which one's going to be the best one? Are they both empty? Yep, as is that one. This one has some left in it. There we go. Let's quickly start a little fire there and have a check of what we can make. So, right now... Oh, not a lot, because derpily, I did not pick up the pots and indeed the pans. I'm not going to get very far cooking without those now, am I? No. There we go. Actually, I wonder if I could burn this. Can I use this as fuel? Because I sincerely have no other value to it. Yeah, there we go. We'll keep that going. Oh. Please tell me I... Yep, that is exactly what I did with it. Okay, well, I'm never going to use them, so there's no reason not to use them for keeping Lady Wolfheart warm. And in fact, with that, Lady Wolfheart will probably even warm enough to take off some of the clothes so they stop decaying. You gotta try and keep on top of these things. Well, I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to. I realize that there is a lot of micromanagement in this game, but, you know, you're free to restrict the micromanagement. We could make some ramen over here. If I went outside and got some other harvest, I could make an even better version of it. Dried meat there, cooked rice, which we could then do some more things with. Cooked canned meal. Can't add too much to that, actually. Baked beans. I could add some meat to this one. I could add a lot of things to the baked beans, so I'm not going to go for that one. I'm going to go for the cooked canned meal. And I'm really tempted to just pop this in there as well. There we go. Let's have a look at what that's going to give us. That's a lot of satiety now. I'll use all of the small meats on that. Satiety of 26, and it's going to last for a long while. Sure. Let's go ahead and make that happen. There we go. We don't have a lot of points to use here, so I can't cook a great deal all at once. But we are then going to break that down, so I'm not going to use it all needlessly. There we go. I have a nice old drink. That is fantastic, actually. All right, now, actually, let me bring that back up. It's going to last for 42 turns. Plenty of time for me. Now, I realize that it is kind of a potch to pick up all of the gubbins here, and I'm only going to keep this in for this instance, just to explain my reasoning, is I don't know the crafting system well enough yet to be able to just look at the things that I need and pick them out. But having everything that I could possibly cook with in my inventory all at once allows me the opportunity just to look at what the crafting system highlights as available for me to make use of. And it's something I do a lot of in other games like Cataclysm, for example. It just makes everything so much easier for me to manage, really. Right, the last thing that we're going to do here with Lady Wolfheart is we are going to listen to the radio. Let's see what we find out. Another path blocked by debris, unfortunately. Let's have a quick look at that one then. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, I guess I could drive up to this point. Well, if we can go through the tunnel, then it's fine. But otherwise, we might actually have to deal with that. Have to clear that debris. That is very unfortunate. That being said, if we've got enough fuel, we might be able to drive through the caution area as well without too much concern, which certainly wouldn't be a bad thing for us. Lady Wolfheart is very, very warm, I should imagine, stood where they are, but we are going to be going outside. Look at that. Overnight, we've already caught more animals. These traps, whilst they do cost a bit to make, they are definitely worth the investment, in my opinion. Massively worth the investment, in fact. Now, let's pop on all of that, shall we? We're going to need to go out and harvest quite a few things. Now, let's have a quick peek. Are there any scallywags waiting to deal with? No, or to be dealt with, I should say. Are we warm enough? We are now warm enough. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Right, let's go ahead and start harvesting. Oh, this is going to be grand. Okay, Lady Wolfheart is presently also re-trapping the area. I have also nipped back inside. You may notice the door is open to pick up the rake because I was a complete derp and I forgot to do so. I would actually like more tomatoes over here. We got plenty of lettuce around the place. And from this point onwards, so that it lines up over there, I don't want a farm tile in front of the door, we're also going to prepare more farm tiles. I see no reason not to. That one can have the lettuce seeds there. Move along. Can I do this again? No. Okay, well, we'll have to wait. But we've got a fair bit of lettuce to harvest, I should imagine. Everything else will have to wait for now, but that is absolutely okay. We'll use the rake until it's broken. And I'm going to just quickly harvest all that we can, whilst Aavak spends some time repairing the most important item that he has, and that is the duffel bag. Getting to use, like, we're restoring enormous, about 5% of condition for 1 AP right now. And we've got plenty of threads because I've got so many rags to pull down. And with this, that is the final crop planted. We have actually spent an enormous part of the day doing all of this, but look at the produce that we have. This is kind of bonkers, the amount of food that we have now. We've still got plenty of seeds. We can use the spare seeds once everything is being replanted. I'll keep some. Like, well, we should always keep like 3, let's say, as our emergency replanting stock, because you never want to completely burn through your seed supply. But you can use this for food. We can use these on certain types of meals to just increase the quality and the satiety of said meals. Right, let's get back inside. We are going to have an awful lot of food now to play around with as far as cooking some interesting meals go. And even right now, I could make a salad relatively easily. But these are going to be okay for quite some time, and I'm inclined to try and keep them like that. But I could make a tiny little veggie salad if I really wanted to, something that would give us some hydration, some morale. But we could, relatively speaking, right now the value of this is low. Let's see what we could make out of just a pure lettuce salad. Overwhelmingly high. How much could... No, okay, so we would have to fill it with just so much lettuce. But that would give us 16 satiety, and I think that's about the point where, looking at this, we get that overwhelmingly high. We could just trade lettuce, salads made entirely of lettuce, to get the trust we'd need to get the fuel. And at this point, I'm somewhat tempted to do so. But we're going to hold off on that one. I'd like to get your input on it. But we are definitely at a stage now where leaving via Terminus, even if we have to clear these debris or can't go through here or have to walk through the tunnel, has become so much more doable because we could start at the beginning of the day, drive over there, over to this railroad, clean that up, then move through. It might be better, though, to use this house with relief supplies as a stopover if we're going to be trying that. As long as we have enough fuel in the car to make this trip one way or another, ideally we want a couple of extra tiles worth of fuel, just on the off chance. But I think at this stage, we're in an amazingly good position. Aavak over here is a bit low on hydration, and satiety is going to need to be topped up relatively soon, but has been having a fantastic time just repairing all of the clothing. In fact, there we go. We now have a couple of things that are more or less at full condition. And notice that the jacket gives so much more temperature now that it is fully repaired. And a decent amount of defense. So I'm thinking of having Aavak stay here just a little bit longer, but we are probably going to need to start making our trip back home relatively soon. And for Aavak, are all of these paths clear? This path he hasn't taken, so that one's going to cost us full, but then he's going to get 50% discount on the remaining paths, which should mean that we can make that trip relatively quickly, especially because these areas are more than likely going to be free of zombies at this point, because Lady Wolfheart only went through them just towards the end of the last night, so this shouldn't be too much of trouble for him. If we can get back with more of our clothing repaired, honestly, even if we were going to stay here longer, I think it would be something that we'd want to do is drive up here to repair our clothing and then drive back in the future. That makes a lot more sense to me than anything else. That being said, Aavak could just move on to the relief supplies, grab some food, grab a sleep over there. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. We could just leave Lady Wolfheart to quickly ferry some items down here, get the trust needed to get the fuel we need, and then drive up to meet him. That is every possibility of us doing it. Let me know what you would like to see in the comments down below, but that is going to be it for me for now, and tomorrow's episode may well be the last of this run. I think it's entirely fair to say that I'm having so much fun with this game that the odds of us seeing another run in the future are reasonably high. That being said, Saint Algorithmus does have a say in whether or not that happens, so if you have enjoyed what you saw and you want to see more, do remember to massage those lovely buttons down below. But until next time, do take care, survivors.